Perfect.
Now, moving on, the Post Office is taking new action to protect customers against fraud with the help of technology in the form of a new app. Now, it means customers won't need to bring in documents like a passport or driving licence. The app, developed by digital ID firm YOTI, is aimed at people who get their parcels sent to post offices. Well, let's talk to John Abbott, who's Chief Business Officer of YOTI. And John, well, first of all, this app, how does it work? A very good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. So the Post Office Easy ID is a digital identity which puts the control of people's personal details into their control with their smartphone. Allows them to create in a short 5 minutes an online digital ID that they can then share very discreetly and privately any details on that. So that's very useful for proving their age online, proving their identity online, and in the post office branches now to be able to use that for collection of parcels or any other sort of proof of age or ID use cases.
Morning, John. Is fraud becoming more common practice at the post office? I mean, a lot of us are having to go and, you know, especially through the pandemic, I mean, the queues and the, you know, it's, I guess, going to be the next target, isn't it?
I think, I mean, the main thing here is that the post office, you know, continues in its modernisation plan, and hence our partnership with them. I think addressing fraud is a much wider, you know, industry and countrywide issue. Particularly CIFAS has, you know, recently stated over the last 5 years, you know, information has for identity theft and fraud has gone up by a third. So this isn't in any means directed at the post office. This is a Post Office and YOTI sort of unique partnership to provide a secure way to prove oneself online and in person in the UK.
John, I don't want to be a party pooper or an old fuddy-duddy, but a lot of people don't have smartphones.
Sure, excellent point, and that's, you know, partly this combination. It's quite so unique with, you know, British-based technology from YOTI. We've been working with governments such as the Government of Jersey, the Improvement Service in Scotland. The partnership with the Post Office gives this now access to, you know, 25,000 locations around the UK that people can both, if they were transacting online, they can obviously use their Easy ID. If they take it into a branch, they'll shortly over the course of the summer be able to get more services from their postmasters where they can assist for effectively a non-smartphone route. That will help businesses to be able to better interact with their customers depending on what their needs are.
And what's the general reaction been? I mean, is this the right time, do you think, for something like this?
Yeah, I think it's been growing for a number of years, accelerated by, you know, recent events in the last couple of years for the pandemic. There's a huge increase of need for remote verification, remote digital signing, remote authentication. And that has seen our business grow very rapidly as a global platform. Now got about 10 million users, working with the likes of the NHS and Virgin and so forth. I think the increase into the post office is a very natural one that combines with their digital sort of progression route anyway. I think the timing is very right. The government has said themselves only a few weeks ago that digital identity will be a very core part, you know, of any future economy. And starting with, you know, really good national cases like this is a really good example.
When you download the app, what information do you give that gives you that unique ID?
So the YOTI and the Easy ID from the Post Office apps are interoperable networks, is to say one thing. So all it asks you for is your a confirmation of your mobile number, so it knows it's a device. Asks you for a secure PIN number, so it's something in your head, and then it takes a selfie using border control sort of grey technology, and that's your lock on your vault. So it's something that's very personal and only controlled by you. You can then persist with effectively an initial account. If you want to have things such as a first name, last name, your date of birth, or any other identity details, we take those off government issued documents, so passports, driver's licenses, and so forth. And they are then in a very short process verified and then applied to your account.
Okay, brilliant.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, John.
Good. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, let's
You
say...
look very relieved that was over.
Oh, no, he's great. I think it's interesting.
You thought I was going to grill him.
Yeah, I know. Well, everyone does. Even John Hammond. Bless him. Right, let's...